Okay, great.
We're rolling.
All right, so first, if you could just slate to the camera.
I'm Pesha Rudnick, founding artistic director of Local Theater Company.
A leader in innovation in playmaking in America.
Local Theater Company is a community of artists who are really invested in expanding the canon.
Local is a community of performing artists and writers and creatives of all sorts.
Local is possibility.
Local theater develops love for theater.
Local Theater Company is not your typical theater company.
Local Theater Company is you.
At Local Theater Company, we often talk about the life cycle of a play, how a play goes from an idea to a fully realized production. And we try to address the play at every stage of development. So it can be an idea that we address as part of our education program. It can be a script that needs a workshop that we address in our local lab program. And then it can be our fully realized main stage production. So we're really wanting to support the playwrights and support the teams that collaborate to create these works at all phases of the process.
Local Rights was conceived as an arts education program that wasn't necessarily for young people who identified as artists. It wasn't for the kids who wanted to be part of a play production or already knew that they wanted to be an actor or an actress. It's for the students who maybe have avoided self-expression or performance.
Hola, ¿qué tal? Mi nombre es Lorenzo González. Soy un miembro de la mesa directiva de Local Theater Company. También soy un maestro en el programa de Local Rights y un artista asociado con la compañía. And so what's unique about Local Theater Company and the Local Rights program is that we are trying to put the world in communication. The Local Rights Theater program puts people in communication, first of all, by learning how to listen.
Well, because it's about what we think and not like what other people think. It's our opinions on it.
You know, people talk about this and it becomes a cliche, but it's true. It happens. There is this aha moment in the eyes of students when you see them.
Local Rights is just the heartbeat of Local. It really is. It's one of those programs that when you actually get to experience and watch it, you will just be smiling for days. The students learn to write their own plays, which means they also get a chance to tell their own stories, and they get to tell their own stories to adults. And how often does an adult actually get to sit down and listen to an 8th grader talk to them about their life?
How we got the opportunity to get up on stage, I've never done that. It's gonna be my first time.
The value is that students have a chance to reflect on the fact that they have a story and that they have stories.
We were doing it mainly so that we could have fun. We were laughing our heads off the majority of the time that we were backstage / rehearsing the play.
So in Andrew's class, I found a place where I was pushed to talk about something in theater that I have trouble talking about.
Local is an incubation for great ideas and even bad ones to have an opportunity to change, to morph, and move into something magical.
Local Theater Company is a place that doesn't just develop new plays, they develop new artists. I started there as an intern and now I'm a playwright. I found my voice there, and it's a stage where stories find who they are.
Local Lab is an experimental space for playwrights to realize their work.
Before there was Plato, there was an idea. And now we've enshrined Plato and Aristotle and others. And what new work does is give opportunities for playwrights now to be the future Aristotles, to be the future Shakespeares. So if we don't give them an opportunity, we'll never see where theater can go.
When it comes to new plays, Local Theater Company provides room to breathe and grow.
And we understand that there is a process involved and that it takes time and it takes patience and understanding. And we have a team of theater artists who are willing to make that journey.
And so this sense of like, you are amidst like warm hands, we are taking care of you and taking care of the work, just like means a lot. And that's something I think about. And the other was just the openness, especially with Papercut, about wanting to cast authentically.
I have seen many readings, and I have had many feelings at many readings, but I will never exactly know what it was about Papercut that just left me broken wide open.
And then the audience comes in and actually gives feedback. And that part is so important, because what you hear in your own head and what you think the audience is going to think isn't always what they actually get.
The conversation between artist and audience is central to the local lab process. At the end of every publicly staged reading, we conduct a facilitated post-show discussion, and this is where the audience has an opportunity to respond to the work in a way that fortifies the playwright's process. They can hear what resonated with the audience, and the playwright has an opportunity to share a little bit about their ideas of the work.
Hearing the work, seeing the work is one way of processing, but being able to explore ideas raised in the work and hear what other people have to say is a deeper connection to the work. So that's one reason to do a post-show conversation. Another reason is that it's about engagement. There's something powerful that happens when you enter into a room and perhaps you feel as though the room is filled with strangers, but by the end of the conversation, you actually feel as though you have become a part of a community.
I always think and come back to that when I think about local theater company and about how they have a desire, and the organization has a desire, the people have a desire, the artists have a desire to really put the play and the person first, to ask like, what do they need, and then figure out a way to make that happen.
The experience of helping shepherd a new play along its path, along its journey, is really eye-opening and really rewarding.
A new play has some raw energy and vibrancy to it. It brings forth really topical subject matters that are important to the discussion in a community.
I had just moved here from London. I knew nothing about the Derry Arts Center. I went to a local theater company event and thought, oh my gosh, who are these people? I need to know these people. And then I kept coming back.
Working on a new play is one of the most invigorating experiences that myself as a designer gets to do in the arts. And it really is this process of kind of chipping away at, the big piece of marble and seeing, okay, what is it that's in here?
Just the dynamic nature of being in the rehearsal hall, in the production studio, in the theater, working not only with the production team, the designers, the director, the actors, but also the playwright. It serves as a very exciting and fulfilling way to bring a story to the stage.
And so we have this relationship with playwrights that we take them from the beginning and we go all the way through the steps. And that's something that's unique to us, that we really do foster that relationship with playwrights, and we're there for them to help them grow and help their plays grow.
My experience with them has only been love and inclusivity and evolution, not staying behind the times. I think it's imperative that theater companies these days grow and learn and know what is going on socially in the world and how people are evolving socially. And I think they're a beacon of light amongst the darkness that we've had for these last couple of years.
One of the most meaningful experiences with local theater company is seeing Flame Broiled or The Ugly Play by Rodney Hicks move through lab to a full production. Really seeing how that transition happened from workshopping certain aspects of the show to building it out to a full production was a pretty incredible experience.
Local Theater Company is ferociously in pursuit of the stories that we need to tell for our day and time.
Local is a collective of ambitious people, creative people who just focus on storytelling.
Local is all of us. Local is new faces, new voices, new perspectives.
Local is a community that values art and good conversation and progress.
Local Theater Company is a group of people that care deeply about stories of our time.
Local Theater Company to me is a community of fearless theater makers.
Every new performance is an interaction between the actors and the audience.
My hope for Local Theater Company is that we continue to grow into our name. At the core, we're a company that believes that all theater is local theater, and that as we expand our tentacles throughout the country, we really grow into this idea that if you show up and you're experiencing our work live, you are part of Local Theater Company.
Local Theater Company is expanding beyond the boundaries of just Colorado.
Wherever the artists are, we are.
My name's Alexis, and what the world needs now is less pollution and less hate. We need less pollution because it brings wildfires and storms that cause floodings. We need less hate because it causes racism and violence. Instead of hate, we need kindness. That's all.
Hello, my name is Elijah Love, and I am here to tell you about why the world needs more batteries. More batteries will cause more happiness in the world because they'll be available, and less time will be lost asking your father to take you to Target and buy a pack of Chipolates. More happiness around the world via batteries will also mean more good people. Some people say batteries are bad for the planet, but they're right and wrong. Rechargeable batteries could potentially be beneficial because there will be less single-use ones. With more batteries, less time will be asked. I already said that. You'll never run out of power for your Nintendo Switch controller again.
Hi, I'm Allison, and my monologue is called "The World Needs Less School." What the world needs now is less school. School is draining. Alex feels annoyed while he's at school. Some teachers give homework and it takes away from kids' free time. Kids end up going to sleep later than they should because of homework. We need more peace in school. We need less fighting in schools. Some kids get distracted while other kids fight. And that's what the world needs now.
My name is Miley, and what the world needs now are alligators,
beauty, camels, dinner, exceptions, fried ice cream, glory, health, and inch, jaguars, kings who are nice and low.
My name is Itzel. This is what the world needs now. Mars, night, oranges, people, crines, riddles, solar power, taking turns, universes, volcanoes, what, X's to mark the spot, Yellowstones, and zebras.
Yeah.